Hi guys, this is Ahmad, CEO of QuiGig, as well as Texas Structural Engineers, licensed structural engineers, and our new company launching QuiGrow.
Yes, and this is Kaylee. Kaylee is one of our marketing specialists. He's also now helping us with QuiGrow as a new service company under the umbrella of QuiGig community.
Awesome. So today we're going to be answering some questions about our new company launching QuiGrow, which is a digital marketing company. So let's just jump right into it then. We just want to make sure you guys are well informed about what we're going to be doing. So first of all, this is a digital marketing agency, of course. So what's the difference between running Google ads versus Facebook ads or ads on other platforms?
Great. Yeah. So, when we talk about digital marketing can quickly become a number of branches. And, some of the top branches are Facebook, social media, Instagram, and then, of course, Google. And of course, in Google, we have Google search ad versus display ads. I really want to say Google search ad is a major opportunity, especially for service companies today, because it's not very common for most industries in the service economy to run ads on Google search. But it's not like that. On social media, many companies have Facebook profiles, Instagram profiles, and they post a lot of content. But the huge difference here is that on Google search, you're targeting customers that are exactly searching for what you offer. And you show up exactly at the moment that they're looking for you. It's not the case for social media. Social media is people are just going to watch photos of their friends and neighbors and people they know, and then all these ads pop out. And of course, there's some targeting. I'm not saying there's not, but it's very different versus when you exactly show up in front of your customer the moment they're looking for you. And of course, when they're looking for you, when you give them a simple process to contact you and hire you and get their job done, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I know firsthand, I've seen the difference between customers calling from Google versus Facebook and our other marketing. Those Google customers are ready now to go ahead and go through with it. They're not, asking questions, just getting information. They're ready. They need you now. So it's very beneficial.
Absolutely.
So the next question would just be, what can digital marketing do for my company? How much growth can I expect? And is there a target revenue?
Yeah, so again, one thing amazing about Google search ad is that, generally speaking, we have two types of keywords that are relevant for, customers and people who are searching. The first group is branded keywords. Someone is looking for some specific company. But most of the Google searches are by what we call non-branded search, which means people are not searching for a specific company, they're searching for a service. And the volume of those searches is actually known. If you're an expert, if you can use Google's platform and go look for those numbers, you can actually pull that data and find out. And that's what we actually do in QuiGrow. When someone contacts us, one of the first things that we do, we go in and pull out the data and see what is the volume. But the amazing thing about Google search ads is that we actually can effectively have a projection about the revenue opportunity, because we can see, okay, here's how many times, for instance, in this area, people are searching for all these different keywords that are related to the service, and people who are searching for them are likely needing to hire for that service. So, and then they have had some, probably over 2 years now, almost 3 years of data that you exactly see how those keywords in different service lines convert into actual customers, convert into phone calls, and then phone calls convert into customers. So that is actually very, very, exciting to be able to just say, I'm starting to run ads on Google, and I'm going to be expecting in the next 6 months or 12 months, this is going to be my revenue, because ballpark, you could find that out by looking at the search volume of the relevant keywords on Google.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better than most other advertising, which is just a guess of, oh, we're hoping this many people call. We're hoping this happens. Whereas this, it's an actual equation, it's numbers that you can look at and have the hard evidence.
Exactly. Yeah, marketing, people waste a lot of money on marketing, to be honest. But this is a very effective way of marketing because you got all the numbers, and you have all the numbers, and you have control over how you actually spend and achieve those goals through those numbers as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not wasting your money at the end of the day. You know exactly what you're going to be getting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
So for QuiGrow, like I mentioned, there's a couple of other sub companies like Licensed Structural Engineers, Texas Structural Engineers, and QuiGig, of course. So for this type of marketing, how has that helped in the past with those companies?
Yeah, so I mean, you mentioned earlier, so when I started exploring these options with these different companies, Texas Structural Engineers was probably one of the oldest ones. Before that, I was actually on Her Luxury House. So these companies, when I started, I was exploring all these different. I wanted to start, my engineering company, and I was exploring all these different digital marketing funnels. I spent a lot of money on some of these platforms and didn't get anything. So, and also some lead generation, lead generation companies, and it wasn't really, it was not a great experience. Then I started really studying a lot about Google Ads. Me being a PhD kind of in data science and in analytics or probabilistic analytics, that kind of gave me a little bit of a strength on understanding a lot of the stuff that was going on in the background of Google advertisement, and try to model it, try to understand it, try to look into different, different people who are running ads on Google, and then we ended up have two great things happened. Number one was, for me, our company started to generate revenue and grow revenue, and that led to where now we have engineers and architects, in several different states and cities. So for us, it was a great blessing and it was a great success. But in addition to that, what happened was that we built a technology that helped us be very efficient and be very, I want to say, detailed in the way we operate and we do our Google Ads, Google search ads. And that was a very, very, significant development for us, so that we got to a point where we were effectively able to have a very predictable growth and target different areas, and then have a very good conversion rate, meaning, number of clicks, getting to where every 2 to 3 clicks we have one call, getting one phone call, one qualified phone call after 1, 2, 3 clicks on average. I think that's amazing, and so that did happen, and I'm certainly excited for being able to accomplish that great statistics. The other thing that happened, like I said, the software is now ready, and that's why we're doing this QuiGrow project. So we let the other service companies use that as an opportunity, and if anyone wants to offer any services, we will be able to do pretty much A to Z, from setting up the website and the landing page to research on the keywords and the volume, setting up the ads and managing the ads and optimizing them and helping them throughout the whole process of digital marketing. Now we have that, and that's ready. We have run it for different service lines. It has been very successful every time we tried it.
Yeah, so it sounds like you started at the beginning, like a lot of other companies are, trying to figure out what kind of marketing to do. So it's kind of refreshing that other companies can come in and not waste the time and money on other types of platforms and marketing. You've got it down to a T, so they know, you've done that, you've been there, you've wasted the money, and now you figured it out.
Exactly. I'm always in favor of one-stop shops. I don't like to have to shop around and then get something from one person and then get something else from another. But I didn't like to get my website from one company and bring in another company to run my marketing. So even with QuiGrow now, we're even discussing that we're going to offering the full service marketing, including if they want to do social media or Facebook ads or other, because we understand all of these different platforms, and we have worked on them, and we have the team who who can actually do the work. So I'm always in favor of one-stop shop. So you hire one party and they deliver you everything you need in that, you know, domain of the service. And that's what we're doing with QuiGrow. QuiGrow is becoming the one-stop shop to grow your service company or business. You know, we can also do non-service, but we have been more focused on service.
Gotcha. Okay, so that sounds great. One last question is, what is the difference between QuiGrow and other marketing agencies? What sets us apart?
Right. So, you know, there are certainly some marketing companies that have been out there for a long time. If you think about marketing, I want to say, generally speaking, as you go back, marketing is a whole lot more about graphic design and you know, different types of basic creatives, and you know, creating visual content, which I'm not saying it's not great. It's very important, of course. Great visuals, great videos, great you know, visual assets are certainly, you know, a huge part of digital marketing. But what QuiGrow is very smart and very effective is when we get into the quantitatives and analytics. And you know, if you want to have a growth, that you want to know how much dollar you were spending for what, and what is your projection on getting what. QuiGrow isn't just a company that is pretty much built by engineers who have successfully marketed some other service companies, but also QuiGrow is empowered by technology that has a lot of detailed analytics behind what it does. So the way we monitor our ads is, you know, I don't want to blow your mind. I don't want to go over some of the reports that we generate, but it's just such a detailed, you know, list of reports, and all quantitative, very, very detailed quantitative analytics. And that's our strength. And that's where, you know, we have so much confidence that when we enter the market, you know, it's amazing. I've seen, like, the first week of running ads, we become, you know, cash flow positive, profitable in the markets that we have entered. And we have done that multiple times. And if it's not going well, we will know that very fast. And we will be, because it's all, you know, integrated into our own technology. So QuiGrow isn't just, you know, a name. It's a technology that was built by QuiGig and is being used by QuiGig service companies like Texas Structural Engineers, Licensed Structural Engineers, Architectural Gig, and you know, and a few others that hopefully, you know, will be you know, are in line and will be growing soon. So QuiGrow is different. I want to say QuiGrow is different because I have been a customer of some of these other platforms, and I have not seen anything close to that from any of the other companies.
Yeah, and again, I've seen firsthand those reports, the keywords, the zip codes, targeting, all of that is a lot of work. It's a massive amount of information that's going into it to make sure that everything is exactly where it should be and that you're bringing in the customers that you need to. Awesome. So it's very impressive.
Yeah, yes, it is. It is. And it's very promising, you know, for us to become, you know, successfully, not just able to help our own, because, you know, even for me, being a business owner, I understand very well the position where other business owners are coming from. And pretty much all of us are tired of all these telemarketing calls that trying to sell you some marketing service. But the bottom, you know, line you get is someone trying to do some SEO that never brings you to page one. And even if they bring it to you, it's bottom of the page. With Google search ad, you're always on top of the page. We get 80% plus impression shares, which means that 80% of people searching for those relevant keywords on Google see our ads. And then we have, you know, the number of people who click on it. We have all of those numbers now, you know, defined, and we're reaching great numbers. We're reaching great numbers. So it works. It works for us. It works for several different companies. And if you work for the next client who wants to hire QuiGrow to help them with their advertisement.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I'm really excited about it. And I know that you are too. We've been so grateful to be able to answer these questions and hopefully get some more information out about QuiGrow, our new company. So if you guys have any more questions for us regarding our company, feel free to ask us, and we'd be happy to make more videos and answer, you know, more of these questions.
Thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you, Kaylee, and thank you everyone for watching this video.
Yeah, thanks, Ahmad.